Greetings, welcome back to Ministry Monday. I'm Carlton Kuhn, and I'm talking with you on some material that is found in my book, Pastoring a Narcissist. And I have shared with you some traits of narcissism that you are most likely to see around your church. These are dealt with in greater measure in the book, Pastoring a Narcissist, but this gives you some stuff to start with. Here's some things you will see. Number one, the rules that apply to everybody else don't apply to them and their kids. Secondly, they don't have empathy for others. Third, they have a need to be superior. And when we read the story of Narcissus looking into the water, starving to death, and falling in, we look at that and we say, well, he only hurt himself. And that's true in the story. But that's not the way it works when you're dealing with narcissists in the church. They harm other people and they harm the work of God. And if their philosophy on life becomes, Pastor, if it becomes your philosophy, if it becomes your spouse's philosophy, if it becomes your children's philosophy, I assure you, there will be people who will leave simply because they see these traits in those who are trying to lead them. One, rules apply to everybody else, but not to me. There is a presentation of empathy, but no tears are shed. And third, there is this need to be superior. Okay. Narcissist harm. History has quite an array of narcissists. The Bible has quite an array, and I've already talked about some of those earlier in this series. Adolf Hitler is probably all three: narcissist, manipulator, and psychopath. But Hitler's biographies repeatedly speak of his sense of self-importance, lack of empathy for other people, the willingness that he had to engage in activities that were demeaning to others. If he felt someone in his inner circle was becoming too powerful or too sure of themselves, he would put them in a situation that absolutely took the legs out from under them because he wanted them to be insecure. He wanted to be the one who everybody looked to as superior. And this is part of his extreme efforts to maintain control. You perhaps remember Ted Bundy, who was found guilty of murdering at least 30 young women back in the 70s. And he's a vicious murderer. But beyond being a murderer, he was known for his charm and charisma and intelligence. People were astounded. And interestingly enough, even after he was convicted of murder, several cases of murdering others, Ted Bundy remained convinced of his superiority. I'm the guy on the outside, you're on the outside. Ted Bundy's locked up on the way to being put away, executed, and he's saying he's superior to all of the rest of us. What happens? What are the consequences? Of course, Adolf Hitler and Ted Bundy are extreme examples of narcissism in action. But in daily life, it's more likely to be the examples given earlier of the parent who tears down people, or the boss who sees someone being elevated and they do their best to cut them off. Narcissists may rage, they may become aggressive. If they are challenged concerning their being entitled and superior, they may just pitch a fit about it, or they may quietly do damage to those who they feel have somehow diminished them. Okay? These people hurt folks. They'll hurt your Sunday school staff. They'll hurt your youth pastor. They will hurt you. They'll hurt people in the congregation. Listen to me. To whatever degree you experience the difficulty of dealing with a narcissist, people you pastor are being much more negatively affected by that person. You need to care for the flock of God. Heal the hurting, seek the wandering, feed the flock, lead them to safe places. Ezekiel's job description of a shepherd. Look forward to seeing you next week. We can deal with narcissists, we can pastor them, but it's not always going to be easy. Bless you.